So it's Monday morning, got the first workout done, just 60 minutes, easy aerobic on the bike. The goal was to keep things low heart rate, making sure that I was feeling good to go, and that I'm not like overextending or anything. And because the volume is gonna be high this week, I need to make sure that I'm taking advantage of every moment that I have to get volume in. And I kind of had to set the tone on Monday. If I didn't do this one, it would have made the whole week a mess. So right now execution is at 100, and we're gonna continue that. So we have a strength workout later this afternoon where it's gonna be very specific. So I'm gonna be going through some sled work and some different station stuff in some interval settings, but really just kind of getting ready to go fast and to move well. Let's have a great week. Strength today is very specific with what I'm going to be doing. I'm doing sled push, sled pull, burpees, and lunges, and all kind of like at and around effort-ish, race intensity. The sleds are going to be heavier and faster, so doing a heavy set and then a fast set, and same with sled pull. And then the burpees and lunges are going to be more endurance-y, so working like speed and efficiency. Where I'm at in terms of being 6-7 weeks out from a goal race, the raising my floor, doing like big strength movements, they're gonna be less helpful on actual race day. So that work has been done. So that's where I spend more on base build, is building like broad strength. And then about 6-8 weeks out, I want to be very specific so that I know how to move fast, that I'm strong enough to do the movements, and just being like super familiar. So that's the goal today, working heavy and fast and efficient. So first part of this workout was really just about like getting as prepped as possible. In order to move fast, I have to be like ready to move fast. So it's like the first like 30-40 minutes is really dedicated to movement and just getting ready. Takes a little bit of time. A lot of times like the limiter for me can be like just like joint pain. I know how to remedy that. I work to get properly warmed and to move well. I do mobility in the evening and try to like make sure when I show up I'm ready to go, but it still takes a little bit of time to like really get completely ready, especially on a day where it's like speed and strength. So yeah, like take my time with this so that when it's time to work, like the work really matters. I don't do these speed reps like often. It's just good to be prepared. Like it's better to be over prepared in terms of weight rather than speed, but it's good to have balance, right? We don't know what we're gonna get come race day, and if it's later than we're anticipating, our work rate can rise really fast, and doesn't always necessarily mean like you're gonna have a better race, because like you might blow yourself up. So be prepared to like understand like what fast is and what is like sustainable at the highest level in terms of speed, because like you might just get there and be like, I'm gonna blast this thing, or if you're doing doubles or something, and you might find it puts you underwater. So you know, fast sleds don't always equal an easier race. It should, but we got to be prepared. You know, I'll do this often, maybe once a month, twice a month maybe, but it's just like good practice to be in. All right, I took my shirt off. So we're gonna do some burpee broad jump intervals, and so I mark out 20 meters, and this will give me a clear idea of pace. On typical courses, it might be like a 40-40, it might be a 20-20-20. But either way, you can take the information that I'm gathering here and just apply it to that, right? So if it's taking me 35 seconds per 20, I can say, all right, well now let's do 70 for the full 40, to give me kind of like a target. So in terms of like how I'm figuring this out, I know where I want to be. If I can be like if I ideally could be like 210 to 220 in burpee broad jumps, like that will put me in a really good spot, like to absolutely maintain, but to even move up in the field. And if I can make that be like automatic, I'll put myself in good spots. But so like being specific here is very helpful. I do this for lunges as well. So I will actually note the splits, and then I can have like a general idea of how a certain pace feels. So then when I get on race day, It's just like, here's the pace, or I can be back off just slightly off of like what I think is like my like threshold ability, or if it's like, okay, maybe like 210s on the works, let's just pull back slightly, and I'll know I'll be like in the ballpark, as opposed to just like getting there and being like, I'm just gonna do it as best I can, which hope is not a game plan. So this has just been helpful. So I've been building up progression in terms of like how long I'm doing burpees, which is quite a bit. Like same idea with those lunges at the end. So I did 4x20 with 15-second rest with 100. And then I like cut the weight in half for 50s, just so like the weight was not a limiter. And then I could really press into that kind of muscular endurance lactic feeling in my quads, which often is a limiter for me. So I did 160 meters continuous. It felt really good. I was like 218 at the 100. Didn't feel like my breathing was out of control. Felt my legs up a little bit, and that was the goal. So the ultimate goal here on Mondays is to set myself up for Tuesday quality session. So tomorrow we're gonna be doing big time energy system development work, running ergs, and we're gonna start putting a lot of it together. Probably a lot of wall balls as well. So tomorrow's gonna be a day that's physical and mental, high volume week, lots of work. So that was the goal for today. Mission accomplished. See you tomorrow for a quality session. All right, we're back at Arsenal today, quality session. My running is going really well, so I want to keep some of the principles that I've had before, which is threshold up front. So the workout today is 3x2K with 75 seconds rest, draining. So we're gonna do it inside. I'd rather do it outside. So we're gonna split it between, there's a motorized treadmill here that works like okay, potentially the assault treadmills as well. And then directly after that, we're gonna do about maybe 2 to 3 minutes rest. Then we're gonna do a 45-minute AMRAP E5 mom of max cal echo bike every 5th minute, alternating between 25 wall balls with a 25 and about 25 to 30 meter burpee broad jump. So it's just gonna be a lot of just like steady pacing on the echo bike, just kind of sit in that zone 4 for an extended duration, because previously I'd been going up and then coming down with rest and then coming back up. So right now I just wanna get up, sustained, and just sit there for a long time. Then we're gonna finish with some row and ski intervals and probably some farmer's carry just to kind of get sharp with that. So get warmed up, and then we're gonna rock this thing. All right, now at this point of training, it's not just about the physical, it's about the mental. Some mental strategies that I'm not quite ready to report on in terms of how effective they are, but some things I'm gonna be trying throughout this. So for me, it's important to like remember that is the goal here, is like, yes, physically we do still have room to improve quite a bit still, but the mental edge, the mental confidence is what's gonna help me present that physical strength that I'm gaining on race day. So there's a lot of things that I'm just gonna be working through to make sure that I'm feeling proud of myself and confident and like ready to have some sort of mental strategy come race day. So I'm not just looking to perform well physically, but also mentally. That was some work. That was some absolute work. Yeah, this has been a staple format for me. I started messing with the Echo bike leading into the 24 season due to injury. Like I got hurt, and then I had to modify things, and the Echo bike is where I found the best response in terms of heart rate, because it is full body. So I just was able to sit at threshold basically that entire time. I was at like where my threshold was, probably like 5 minutes into that 45-minute bout. So yeah, I got probably 40 minutes straight of threshold, which is absolutely the idea there. And on the runs, probably got 12 to 14. So yeah, 50 to 54 minutes total threshold work, which is a huge day, which is like exactly what I wanted. I'm gonna do a longer cool down for the sake of volume. Now I got all sorts of sweat in my eyes. Okay, it's Wednesday. I am finding myself needing to be on the treadmill. It's been some time. We had a really dry winter. It's May 6th, and we have lots of snow in the area. I've historically been okay with running outside in conditions like this, but as approaching an event, like with the cost benefit, if there's like ice or you slip or down tree limbs, like just the trade-off is not worth it. So I'm just gonna go where it's super controlled. Just gonna go on a treadmill for about 70 minutes and then finish up with about 40 minutes on the bike, maybe 40 to 50 minutes to get 2 hours total. Not an exciting day. It's all zone 2, all aerobic. That's my goal. This is my longest, easiest day, but it's still fairly taxing to be doing something for that long. For me, this is not quite a recovery day. I don't really care about the pace of it all. I just want to be moving and feeling fine throughout. So yeah, not a ton of excitement on this one. It's just zone 2, and that's what we're going to do. All right, so my workout was just fine. 2 hours, easy. Felt fine about it. It's a couple hours moved. It's about 6:30 p.m. Gonna jump in the ice barrel here. Water's looking pretty cold and unpleasant. This is something that is just helpful for my stress levels more than anything. Like, of course, there's like some inflammation it can combat, but I'm in it less for that and more for just like the cortisol reduction, which there seems to be some proof of. Just like when like stressors in like life are kind of building up, which I've been kind of dealing with the past couple of weeks. Like this in my practice just makes it so much better. It helps my mind be a little bit more calm. This, of course, and coupled with some mindfulness practice. So I'm gonna do this just for like 2 minutes. It's like really all I can stomach. And then we're on to the next thing. Tomorrow is going to be strength and some cardio, probably more aerobic. I'm kind of probably shift away from the heavy lifts in these last couple of weeks. But really just gonna set myself up for Friday. Friday's like the big workout. So mission accomplished today. Just gonna get a plunge in and then just wind it down. Thursday, we have a strength and aerobic session today. It's like 8 a.m. in the morning. It's pretty bit early. It's earlier than I want it to be. On Thursday, I like to do more of like broad lifts. Things that are gonna really kind of overload the strength system. Back and forth, I am feeling strong today. This session will taper off in terms of how heavy I'm going or how many reps I'm doing. So I'm just gonna work up to some heavy sets of box squats, some deadlifts, and I'm gonna get some tempo Bulgarian split squats in, and that's like the main thing that I wanna do here. Then the aerobic session is going to be just mixed modality. I'll probably spend a lot of time skiing, and then also on the bike, try doing some sandbag carries, some farmer's carries, things like that, just to get a broader stimulus in. So a little tight on time today, crunched a little bit, calls out the butt later, recording a podcast as well. I kind of screwed up my schedule a little bit and I was like, oh, I have to work out right now. So right now is when it is. I feel like there's been this like growing sentiment that your strength doesn't matter in Hyrox, and it's just not true. Like if it were true, triathletes would be coming in and just cleaning house. Runners would just be cleaning house, and like, yeah, eventually those athletes might become the best at Hyrox, but like they can't come in without the required strength and do well. So, and for me, it's like, who can have the greatest amount of aerobic capacity, anaerobic dirt flow, the whole deal? Who can be the best endurance athlete while still being powerful and explosive and fast? And to do that, lifting heavy is the best way to do it. And also just to be able to keep some muscle mass on while doing a lot of aerobic training. So if you think strength doesn't matter, you're wrong. Pretty good session top to bottom. I did actually find a little bit of time after my last call today to do some aerobic stuff. So I'm gonna split the two. Like strength is probably better off after aerobic, but for me, I'd rather lift a little heavier, come into a little bit more fresh. I know there's some like adaptations that could be blunted, but when you pull it apart far enough, like it matters like way less. Like if I was to do some cardio stuff now, maybe that would interfere a little bit, but even still not that much. Like feels good, feel confident. We're gonna go do a bunch of calls now, come back later. And hit like an hour of aerobic stuff. The runner loop thing, which I don't like. I think it's really annoying to lace the runner loop. All right, we're back. Just had so many calls. My brain is like, we're all right. Good thing we're just zoning out, doing cardio. I want to get about 60 minutes of stuff in. I'm thinking extended ski and then spending time on the bike. I was going to overdress, but I think I might just do it in the second half for the bike. So just finishing up the day, some 60 minutes aerobic work. Let's do it. Goal today is like really just to set myself up to feel good tomorrow. Really the past 2 days is like that. You know, we're getting some aerobic work and just some weight and stuff. So the lifts were low in terms of volume, just to reduce damage. High intensity, but not like so crazy that I'm not like strong enough to really do too much damage with like a heavy lift. And just getting the aerobic work in, just getting total volume in. We're on pace to match the output from 2 weeks ago.
So I feel good about that. It might be just a couple minutes under, but nothing that is really going to make or break anything. So yeah, we're just going to set up for tomorrow. Quality session. Feeling good about it. Going to have a lot of station work. Haven't cooked it up yet, but I'm feeling excited. I feel ready to rock. Thursday in the books. Let's go. All
right, it's Friday. Big boy session today. Big boy and girl, big person session today. The goal here is I want to start stitching together some specific work, but also at like a high end. I've been working on like higher end station stuff with rest, so I want to start to kind of piece those together to make it a little more continuous. We're going to start with 1 minute ski, 1 minute row. This would probably be from 7 to 8 seconds per 500 faster than my race pace. So we're really pushing the same for here on the row. And I'm gonna go immediately in the 50-meter sled push, 1,000-meter run. We're gonna do that outside. It's beautiful today. Then 50-meter sled pull, 2 minutes. Echo bike at LT1 pace. So this is going to be my threshold pace on the bike. RPMs wise is about like 71. So I'm probably like 60, 67 RPMs on the bike. So it's not hard, but it's not super easy. And a way to just kind of keep things elevated as I slightly recover. We're going to do this for 2 rounds. And then we're going to go directly into every 8 mom. So instead of breaking out in individual pieces, we're going to have 8 minutes to complete all of the work. 35 EB cows, 150 meter farmers, 60 meter BBJ, and then max run. And then at 8 minutes, you're gonna go back to the top for 3 rounds, so it's 24 minutes. After the last max run, I got 2 min of the Echo bike. Then we're just gonna finish out Hyrox, right? So we're just gonna do 1,000-meter run at race. We're gonna do a little extension of walking lunges, 120 meters, 1,000-meter run, and then 110 wall balls. Depending on how we're feeling, we're gonna rest 5 to 10, and then do 2 rounds, 1,000-meter row, 1,000-meter run. Got it? Got it.
Check. It's working. First round's good. Felt strong on the sleds. Part of it's coming down here. It's just kind of the goal without it dropping all the way. Very active recovery. New gel. 50 grams of this beast. Last portion, I'm pretty 56 minutes in, so I feel how I want to feel. So I've recently been working with a sports psychologist, and it started pretty broad. Starting to get a little deeper, probably about 5 sessions now. And then some of the things I've been working on is like removing the coach brain from the athlete brain. Because many times I'll just be like doing work and be like thinking about why it feels the way it does instead of just like how to feel it. So like in the past I'll come into these things being like, I need to do this, or if I don't do this, like it means I'm not like performing how I want to. And today was just like, what it is, like staying calm, not like assigning anything to it, and just like doing it one at a time, like process wise. So that was really, really good. The workout was way longer than I thought. So yeah, dude, like that was great. Got a race in 6 days, so good little tune up for that. So feel really, really good. I'm gonna be done for the day. I had that idea of like some run and row after, but that was about 12 minutes longer than I thought it was gonna be. And then I'm just gonna like leave it on a good high note. I'm not dead. I do have a race on Thursday. I'm gonna need to take it all the way there, and just like good quality work was the goal. So I'm done today. I'm just gonna cool down and just walk out of here with a W. All right, it is Saturday. Today's just easy run. I'm gonna go out for about an hour and do some machines back here, getting about 90 minutes total aerobic work. As easy as I need to go. There's no real value in going faster than I need to, so just kind of gonna get through it. So later in the afternoon, it's like 3 p.m. now. It's a little bit later than I'd want to get out, but I had some good old wholesome family fun this morning at the farmer's market. Just kind of popped around. So that was really valuable time spent. But right now I just don't really want to do this. I don't really feel like doing this at all. But there's no PTO for performance training. Of course, there are days off, and those days off will pay you back. But when it's days like, I'm gonna call in sick today, you don't get the credit if you're not doing the work. So days like this is just kind of like checking a box. Nothing exceptional is gonna happen. A little sore from yesterday as expected. So today's just about like coasting through it and just getting it done. All right, got about 63 minutes in, not running fast. I didn't think I was gonna be able to do that. At 20 minutes in, I was like, I don't think I can do this. Took some carbs, felt better. Got a couple downhills, felt better. Check. So we're gonna finish up with some ski and row, about 30 more minutes combined, maybe 15 and 15. So I'm thinking, so let's get some machines. All right, volume's done. Tomorrow, it's gonna be a bit of an LT1 workout, kind of like tempo, I believe. Not as much volume as I've been doing with the race coming up on Thursday, but overall feel good. Feel like I should. Taking big swings on quality days leaves the recovery days feeling pretty brutal. I'm gonna jump in a little tent sauna thing here. It's a wet sauna, super hot. A couple years ago in Nice, the World Championships, it was like really, really warm, and I just like didn't prepare for it at all. Just assuming it was gonna be fine. Hasn't really been a factor this season, but I just wanna make sure like that it's within my control to be acclimated to the heat. So that's why sometimes I overdress. I'll pop in this thing a couple times a week. So I'm gonna hit this, hit the ice barrel, call it a day. Okay, it's Sunday, it's Mother's Day, so we are being efficient today. Got a little prehab, warm up, while watching a baby. Well, mama had mama time, and now it's going to do kind of like this LT1, like a zone 3 kind of tempo workout. It is like the nicest day that it could possibly be here in sunny Colorado. So I'm gonna do about 30 minutes of running outside at that like LT1-ish pace. Then I'm gonna come in and do, I think, 20 minutes on the bike, and then maybe 10 to 15 minutes on the row. And like the volume today is a little bit lower than what I've been doing because I had that race coming on in just a couple of days. So I don't wanna go crazy, but I'm able to progress in terms of the actual density of the work. It's been like the longest like single piece. Usually I'll have like a rest period or two, but there's just gonna be like one big 60 to 70 minute continuous effort. And all at this pace, it's like not easy, but not hard. It's kind of like doable. And a lot of the prehab stuff I've been doing is so that I can confidently run outside. In the past like season or two, I've just like been very, very cautious. I've been using things like the curved treadmill just to take some of that wear and tear down. I feel great. I feel like I've been able to run well outside. So I'm gonna do about 30 minutes of continuous running at kind of like a tempo pace. I'm not gonna be able to film much of that or much of any of it. So
yeah, you'll just have to take my word. First thing, have to get a 15 minutes just aerobic warm up. So I'm just gonna combo it with the C2 bike, the run, and I think the row, maybe the aerobic, not sure. And then we're gonna head out the door. All right, took my shirt off. So we're getting ready to roll. I actually feel pretty good after yesterday being a nightmare. So today, yeah, we're just gonna go out and do the thing. So 30 minutes out, 20 minutes echo, 10-minute C2, and we'll see how we're doing at 60 with the potential to add on another 10 of run. Probably it's not just on the assault treadmill though. All right, so it's in the books. That went really, really well. Pace was around 337s for 8K. And we're at 5,600 feet here. So it's really like 329s at sea level. And my heart rate was average 132, which is like low zone 3. Key with that, staying disciplined with the pace and the effort so that you're not like pressing. And I wasn't pressing. Clearly my heart rate was down. Back of the leg felt good. Row, that long on the row, like even 10 minutes, my butt starts to kill me. But yeah, overall, really, really happy with that. All right, we did it. That's a week in the books. I don't think it could have gone better. Yeah, I have Ottawa coming up in just a couple of days. And then after that, it's Sweden. So we are just on last stretch here, just putting on a couple more big workouts and making sure that I am executing physically, keeping everything consistent. Anything can happen these last couple of weeks, but if I just keep this trajectory, I should be exactly where I want to be come Worlds. And that's just mixing it up with the best and then seeing what I can do, trying to push those young boys to be better and hoping they push me the same way. So very, very much looking forward to that. So appreciate you coming along. Talk to you soon.